What's up? I'm Mayor Stacks, and I'm jumping off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard. What's up?
I told that dumb shit like I'm stupid. Now we ain't scared to take no risks. This that bottom of the booth, you know my mama had me at 26. And daddy.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. We got Mayor Stacks jumping off the porch with us today. What's good with it?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, I'm cooling on this end. How you feeling?
Man, I'm buzzing like my cousin. I'm chilling in this bitch. We
that's
good.
what I'm talking about. That's what's up. That's what's up. So, you coming to us from Reserve, Louisiana.
Chit-chat.
I never heard of Reserve. I had to go in, do my research and all that. Do you hear that a lot when you tell people?
Yeah, I hear that a lot. For real. Most people know New Orleans and Baton Rouge. But like, unless you like a real trench baby, you went to jail in the parish or some shit like that, then you'll know like, oh yeah, I know the parish, St. John Parish, Reserve, the place. Yeah, like.
Okay, word. And Reserve it's in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And would you say that your city is it more influenced by New Orleans since y'all closer to it, or what would you say?
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard to say which one is more, because I could say like me as a female, we love the bounce.
Okay.
The females love the bounce. We gonna listen to the bounce. When we go out, we definitely gonna put on the bounce song.
Okay.
So we are influenced by New Orleans. But when it comes to the other side of things, like when it's time to turn up at a party and I'm feeling myself and I want bug about the ops or some shit, I'm gonna turn on a Baton Rouge song. I'm gonna put on a bucket song. I might want jig. I might want,
Yeah.
So we really fuck with both. Like I might want to put on the bleeders. Like I might,
Yeah.
Because that's really what I fuck with. I fuck with Youngboy.
Okay.
So
yeah.
it's really hard to say like Baton Rouge or New Orleans. Like.
Yeah. Nah, for sure. And it's interesting because it seems like Youngboy is an artist who, I mean, like, he seems to influence not only the state of Louisiana, but I mean, like, really people around the country. You know what I mean?
Don't get me started on Youngboy. Don't get me started, cause I love him. Like that's what rap would really like influenced me. What made me like. Kind of like my attitude, like my swag. I listen to Youngboy. That's the first rapper that I really just listened to. Like when I was coming up in high school and middle school and shit.
Yeah.
That's what I was listening to, Youngboy and Bleeders. So it's like when people hear me rap, they be like, "Damn, she sound like a nigga." But that's because that's all I listen to.
Yeah.
Like that's just my vibe. Like,
No, I can dig it. I feel like Youngboy sort of took like the influence that Chief Keef was having on a lot of people. He took that and then just took it to like a whole
nother
nother
level. Because
Yeah.
the Chief Keef is really like my sister era. She's like 25, I'm 20. So that's more like her thing. I be putting on Chief Keef, she be like, "Girl, you don't know nothing about that."
Word. No, I can dig it. And I had to ask you about the influence because, New Orleans and Baton Rouge are like two polar opposite places. Like you can definitely, I feel like you can tell the difference between somebody from, those two different places. So that's why I wanted to ask, like the influence that those two places maybe have on your city.
For sure. So. I feel like if you was to come to my city, you would see a mix of both.
Okay. And I know y'all got some good seafood.
Shit, Chad. You the best.
Huh. That's what I'm talking about. Like my favorite food is from Louisiana, to be honest with you. So both places.
I've been a lot of different. Not to cut you off.
No, you good.
I've been a lot of different places. I've been to New York, California, Memphis, Florida. Like they just not fucking with Louisiana. Like,
Yeah, nah, for sure.
I'm just sorry, like.
Nah, for sure. And it's something about, having the Mississippi River right here and then the Gulf of Mexico. And then in certain places, some of that water kind of mixes together. So you get like the fresh water, salt water, like they call it brackish or whatever. But
and the culture too.
Yeah.
It's like our culture is so different.
Okay.
And like what we do and how we cook it and how we do it, nobody don't do it how we do it.
Yeah.
So it's like you're not gonna get it nowhere else.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about New Orleans basically.
Yeah,
Like when it comes to the seafood, the beignets,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get that nowhere else.
Yeah.
Like I moved to Houston. Like I lived in Houston for like 9 months. I went there for a little bit. You know, they got the little places that be trying to act like seafood New Orleans,
Yeah.
New Orleans seafood, but it ain't.
Yeah, ain't nothing.
It ain't like hometown. Like it ain't
Yeah.
like, you know.
Nah, for sure. And I was doing my research on Reserve and saw that like they have like the largest or used to have the largest sugarcane refinery like in the U.S. Now, I know that was, you know, before your time, but were you ever hearing stories like from your uncles or your pops
For
or
sure.
granddaddy, you know, about like the sugarcane fields and things
It's
like that?
actually crazy that you mentioning that right now because that's literally like one thing that my daddy, he loved to tell a story about what he used to do and how him and his boys used to run around and all of that. But that's one of the things he used to talk about, how they used to take the sugar cane, go in the field, cut it, chew it, get the sugar out there, throw it, spit it out. I thought about doing it, but then I'm like, I ain't putting nothing that been in the ground in my mouth. Y'all crazy.
That's funny. That's funny. And y'all city definitely has a lot of history to it that people just, you know, wouldn't even know.
For sure.
I also saw something where it was talking about like you guys have this Lady of Grace Catholic Church, which is registered as like one of the like most historic places like in the world.
Yeah, for sure. That's actually my grandmother. She's a member there. She actually still goes there.
Okay.
My great grandfather? One great grandfather. He was the pastor of the church, or he
Okay.
was
Yeah.
over the church or something like that. I'm not Catholic. I'm Baptist. I take after my mom
Okay.
on the Baptist side, but on my father's side, you know, they're actually really into that. So.
And in the city, is Catholic, like, is that something that's big in the city, something that's prominent, like something that is noticeable,
Yeah, for
even
sure.
like in your generation?
For sure. I mean, in my generation, it's getting crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really hear too much about Catholic or anything like that. But most of everyone that I meet is Baptist.
Got you.
I've never really met someone that was Catholic, but besides my people on my daddy's side, they the bougie side.
Yeah.
So I never really met nobody that was Catholic other than my people.
Word. And, you know, something that I've been talking about a lot lately is I feel like, you know, with a lot of artists in the game, a lot of the music that, you know, that I would consider like microwave music or stuff that doesn't like stand the test of time. I feel like a lot of it is because some of these artists like didn't have any church background, didn't grow up in the church, and I feel like the church is like a foundation in music.
You hit it on the head. I think you hit it on the head. I don't know if it is the church music or just the good R&B. Because like my people, my mom and my daddy, like when I grew up, my mom and my daddy, I grew up in a 2-parent household.
Okay.
So they were together growing up. I had me and all my siblings, same mom and daddy, grew up listening to the good R&B.
Yeah.
The good R&B, you hear
Yeah.
me? So it's like I grew up with that in me. I know good music when I hear it.
Yeah.
So it's like, but I know some friends that maybe haven't, you know what I'm saying? Don't really know about the R&B, don't really know about church, don't go to church, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, maybe that could be a factor of what's missing.
Yeah, I think so. That's been like a conversation I've been having a lot lately and been putting out there. I think like we missing, you know, after a certain generation, like the church just wasn't, you know, that important for some people or wasn't like that foundation for some people. And I kind of feel like that is an element that's missing in the music, not actually like doing church or music, but just the foundation that comes from that.
Definitely, yeah.
You know
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, no, for sure. So speaking of, you know, growing up in the home with your moms and pops, what was your life like growing up? Like what kind of household, you know, did you come up in?
Okay, well, growing up, when I was younger, obviously we was growing up in reserve, running around with my brothers. I was a tomboy.
Okay.
So I remember just going to the park and just beating them up. Just going beat up my brothers. And then eventually they got bigger than me.
Yeah.
So I had to go find some friends to be with. So I think it was around like, what, 6th grade or something like that. We moved to LaPlace, which is 5 minutes from reserve. So it's literally like right there. So we moved, but it was kind of in a better condition than what we was in, because reserve is more rural than LaPlace. Like, they don't have a Walmart in reserve. They have a Walmart in LaPlace.
Okay.
So it's like reserve is like the more rural area type shit. So we moved from reserve to LaPlace to more suburbs, and things was good, you know. Things was good, like middle class type shit.
Yeah.
I ain't never, you know. I was young. I was older, but I was still young. Like when my sisters was older, they experienced like the struggle.
Gotcha.
I didn't really experience the struggle because I was still a baby.
Okay.
Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my sister's telling me like, yeah, y'all got it good. Because I remember when my mom and daddy, so I basically had the soft version of my mom and daddy and the good life, basically.
And it's funny because you always hear, like, when you're the youngest sibling, like I'm the younger sibling of my brothers, and so you always hear how, man, now you got it good. Like, man, when I was, you know, like my brother would always tell me, like, boy, you ain't experienced some ass whoopings like how we used to experience.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Word. Now, when would you say you jumped off the porch?
When did I jump off the porch? Really, it was high school, cause like I been had it in me, like it been in me. Like I come from reserves, so you know it been in me, but I never really had to push that out, cause I was the type of girl, like I used to do auditions. Like my mom used to come get me from school. Come on, man, we gotta be to this audition. We going to Atlanta. You gotta hurry up, like that. Like I wasn't into fighting or none of that stuff until I got to high school and bitches was jealous.
Yeah.
Bitches was jealous of Mir, you know, Mir doing this, Mir doing that. That's neither here nor there. But that's really when I jumped off the porch. Like I had to defend myself, basically.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak on too much. Like it sound like really like petty shit. Like you fighting and shit like that. But no, like bitches was coming to shoot up my house, and nigga really had to hop off the porch, like, and stand on business. Like when you somebody that's in the light or kind of like have a name, people try to do anything to tarnish that. Like,
for sure.
If they feel like maybe if I could beat her up, I could take her light. Maybe if I do this, take her nigga, I could take her shine. Like, so I just had to deal with shit like that.
Yeah, no, I can.
And also like with my little brother, like, so shit come with him being a man, like just him being a young nigga, like in 2024, 2025, like shit come with that. I gotta beat bitches up behind him, like, cause you know I'm still in the hood. I'm in LaPlace, but I ain't too far from the hood. We all still going to the same school.
Right.
You know, it's all the same shit going on, like.
Yeah. No, I can dig it. And I also, you know, define off the porch as like that moment when you found your independence. So, you know, like it sounds like you were doing these auditions early. You knew that you wanted to be like in entertainment early and wanted to, you know, do something different than like the traditional, you know, way of living that most people are told that they have to do things. What age did you know that you wanted to be an entertainer, get into music, you know, things like that?
I don't know, young. Like I told you, I was like a fucking nerd. Like I used to watch Glee and shit. Like I wanted to be that girl. Like I've always wanted to be that girl. I've always wanted to perform, whether it's on Broadway, fucking television, fucking rapping, singing, dancing, I do it all. I always wanted to be that girl, like Beyonce type shit, like doing it all. Like I always wanted to be that. But I feel like now it's deeper than just wanting to be that girl. Like me getting older and lessons that I'm learning. sorry.
No, it's all good. So as you've been getting older and the lessons that you've been learning?
Yeah, it's like, it's deeper than just me now.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Like I'm doing it really for,
It's all good.
I'm sorry.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. So you starting to learn that, like,
I'm trying not to be a baby, bro.
Nah,
Being
it's
a
all
fucking
good.
baby, like.
It is all good. We having a real conversation, and we talking about, you know, the things that are important in life, and you coming to a point where you were able to find like what was more important to you, and what things you value more. What
Yeah.
would you say are some of the things that you value more nowadays, now that you've gotten older and have had a lot of these experiences?
Family, like the people that's around me.
Mm-hmm.
I just lost somebody that was really close to
Sorry
me,
about that.
and they just showed me like you gotta take advantage. You gotta live in purpose. You gotta live in the moment, and
Absolutely.
this shit is way bigger than me. Like, it's way bigger than me. Like, my family, where I come from. Nobody ain't never make it out where I come from. Nobody don't expect me to make it out. Nobody don't want me to make it out.
That's why it's so important to live in the moment. That's why it's so important to do what you love, and to, you know, the gifts that God has blessed you with, you know, to
For
make
sure.
sure that you are pushing to your best ability to be the best you. You know what I mean?
Yes, because, you know, I'm young as fuck. I'm young as fuck. Like, I get so sidetracked in the bullshit. You get what I'm saying? And now that I'm getting older and I'm going through things, I'm seeing the importance of following my dreams and the importance of just being with family
Yeah.
and loving on family. And that's really all that fucking matters.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's just deeper. Like, this, even being here,
Yeah.
this moment right now, this shit is a dream come true.
Right.
It's bitches wishing they could be in my spot right now. You get what I'm saying? Like, this, I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to be here, and I'm doing this shit for my brother.
Yeah, no, that's what's up. That's what's up. Who would you say were some of your influences, you know, when you were growing up, and even to this day, you know, even currently? And they can be both within music, entertainment, or just in life.
Definitely, I already said Youngboy.
Yeah.
It was crazy at a point. I was just listening, just nothing but him. But some local, I mostly listen to local artists. Now I've been listening to, I don't want to say his name wrong, Big Yavo.
Okay. Yeah.
Webby
yeah,
Flow,
yeah.
that's my shit. I've been listening to that on replay.
Yeah.
I've been listening to Mariah the Scientist. I've been listening to the Bleeders,
Yeah.
since high school. That's really what, like, the Bleeders really got me in my mode. Like, that's what you put on. That's what you put on when you pissed off. You know what I'm saying? You pissed off, you know what I'm saying? I got you fucked up. Somebody got you fucked up. You put on the Bleeders.
Yeah.
Or you could put on, you know what I'm saying? They got all type of songs, but I'm just saying, like, when I was hopping off the porch, that's what I was listening to. The Bleeders, Youngboy, Quino Rondo, shit like that.
Okay.
Like, that's why they be like, man, you think you a nigga. You always trying to be hard. I ain't trying to be hard. That's just me. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Do you remember any of the R&B and some of the, like, soul music that you were talking about you were hearing coming up? Like, did any of that have an influence on you early on?
Not early on. I feel like I listen to more of that now.
Okay.
Like now that,
Yeah.
cause you know, a song, you really feel a song when you can relate to it.
For sure.
Like the song No Cap, Ghetto Angels.
Oh yeah.
The first time I listened to that song, it was cool. I like the song.
Yeah.
But see now, that song hit completely different. When you listen to a song the first time, but when you actually go through what you listening to, it's completely different. So I feel like I could kind of relate to those songs now more than before. So yeah.
Nah, I can dig it. And at what point did you start taking music seriously and really start recording?
The first song I recorded was for a fucking musical festival. So every year around my birthday in October, they have this Andouille festival. And so I decided I wanted to perform for the year, and I went and made, like a little recorded song for it. It was terrible. It wasn't terrible, but it was my first. It was terrible to me.
Yeah.
But it was my first time, so that was my first time actually doing something. It wasn't my song though. So then I went and got a song made for me by this girl, Gigi Pender.
Okay.
She's from New Orleans. So I got a song made by her, but I didn't really like the song. Not to say nothing bad on her, but I just didn't care for it. I feel like I could have did better myself. So I started writing on my own. I went through a little breakup or whatever. I wrote a little song, and my cousins was like, "Mary, this good." It was an R&B song, so they was really fucking with it. So that was the first time I actually recorded my own song, and I still got that song to today. It's good. Like, that was my first song. So and after that, I just wrote all my songs from there.
And what's your influence not your influence, but I guess in your music, like what influences your music? Like, is it real life? You sharing, like stories and stuff about like what you're going through and what's around you, or like what's really your influence when you're doing your music?
Really myself. I try. I don't want to be that person. Like, I don't want to say that person, but like, I don't like when people like bite. So, or like lie, not bite, but lie in their raps, or like talking about stuff that they don't really do. So I try to talk about me. I try to talk about what I do. So that's really my influence, me, what I do, or what I want to do in the future type shit. My feelings, if I'm hurt about something, I'm going to go write about it.
Yeah.
If I'm feeling lit, I'm going to go get in the studio.
Yeah. And where's your versatility come from? Because me listening to your music, like you switching your styles and different songs, it's not just one vibe, when I've listened to you.
Where did that come from? I don't know, man. I just dub everything. Like, I just dub music.
Yeah.
That's where it come from. Like I said, I'm a dancer as well. So if I hear a good beat, it don't matter what it is. I'm gonna hop on that bitch. Like, it could be an Afro beat. It could be a country beat. It could be a rap, R&B, whatever. I just love a good beat, really. So. Yeah.
Have you ever done a bounce song? Like, would you step into that realm?
Yeah, I did a bounce song before. I got a bounce song out with C Fine. She's like a local bounce artist in Louisiana. So, people know her. I did a bounce song with OG Purpin.
Okay, yeah.
And I have one of my own. So I did like 3 bounce songs, but I will say that, like, I don't like to really put myself around bounce. But it's like I have to on some shit. Cause it's like I don't wanna be like known as a bounce artist.
Right.
But it's kinda hard to step your foot out the door if you ain't fucking with that bounce. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause that's what everybody listening to. When we going out to a party, all you gonna hear is, they wanna hear that beat.
Yeah.
They wanna hear that beat. They don't hear no rapping.
Yeah. They
do not wanna hear no rapping.
They wanna hear that Trigger Man.
Yes. And I think with the wham whammy and all that coming out, it's kind of like making it better on some shit. Cause it's like they kind of getting hip to the rap now. Now they kind of seeing like, okay, rap can be lit type shit. But like the way I rap, I feel like sometimes it go over people's head. I'm not like a big party rapper all the time. Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm not always rapping about going to the club and shaking my ass type shit. Like.
Yeah. So how would you say you navigate as being a young female artist, like in a bounce dominated area? Is there pressure for you to do more bounce music or to like more stay in that realm, or how do you, like continue to like build your brand and find your own identity?
I always have to tell myself, like, I'm not no dick rider. Like, I'm gonna stay true to me. Like, I'm gonna stay true to what I believe, and what I believe is whoever gonna fuck with my music gonna fuck with my music.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody have like a fan base who gonna listen to their music.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So if it's not bounce, it's not bounce. You get what I'm saying? But if I do bounce, I do bounce. I fuck with bounce. I do bounce.
Yeah.
I'm just not a bounce artist.
Got
You
it.
get what I'm saying? So it's hard to get in the door as a female if you're not a bounce artist, because I feel like sometimes people don't really take you serious.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, they don't really take you serious.
Yeah. And it's interesting because, I have partners who work at different labels, and they've told me, how, like they're trying to sign bounce artists. And, I remember I interviewed Only Heaven on the Porch, and I had a few labels like call me and was like, yeah, we really trying to go in that bounce lane. And I'm like, as I'm hearing that, I'm like, man, do y'all just like think this is trendy? Because like me just knowing music and loving music, I know that sound is something that's like historic and that's, legendary for you guys, from that area. But then I'm looking at, some of these executives and I'm like, man, y'all just trying to pick up on this thinking that it's trendy.
Yeah, I could definitely understand that aspect of it. I don't know, man. I just feel like I would be selling myself short if I was to come out as a bounce artist.
Yeah.
Because I'm way more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm way more than that.
Yeah. No, I can dig that. And I rock with how you have your own identity and are sticking to that, but also being versatile in the music where you can do any type of vibe.
For sure.
Yeah. Now, you worked with Fat Joe in the past?
Shit, yeah.
How did that come about?
How did that come about? Cause I be
or what was that experience like more than anything?
I be doing shit. And I be doing shit.
Yeah.
People don't even be knowing
Yeah.
I be doing shit.
What was that like working with Fat Joe?
This kind of how it went. Well, I didn't really like sit in the studio with him
Okay.
on some shit, but he sent over, like, he heard my song Victory.
Okay.
And he liked it. And so he basically wanted to like cosign, like get on the front. It is Fat Joe, Joe Crack, Fat Joe, NY stand up, Queen stand up.
Yeah.
Basically, just jeffing for me on some
Word.
shit.
Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. How does that make you feel when people totally outside of your area and, like a legendary artist like that, like reaches out and tell you that they fucking with your music and that they want to, stand behind you?
It's like, because you never know. I don't know what's real.
Yeah.
A lot of people have reached out and told me, like, I'm fucking with your music. And then it just be like a money scheme on some shit. So it's like, I don't know how to feel about certain shit. Like, I be appreciative. I be like, oh, damn, like, it's G Herbo. Like, is this really him?
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? So I be fucking with it, but it's like, at the same time, I gotta be smart.
Yeah.
And I gotta make smart decisions. Before I pay you $10,000 for a feature, I'm gonna pay you a couple $1,000s for an interview or for promo. Like, I just gotta be smart about what I'm doing. And a lot of people will come and act like, oh yeah, I'm fucking with you, but really just wanna get in your pockets because they know you serious about your craft.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't fuck with.
Nah, for sure. Like, I always tell artists, new artists that's coming up, I recommend to artists, unless like the relationship is super solid, I don't think it's worth it to do many features, pay for features with other artists, because like a lot of times only that feature comes with it, and like they not gonna post on social media, they not gonna even take too many pics with you or let you collab post
After
or do
the feature,
any of
you're
that.
done.
So, yeah, so after the feature they
The
done, they
feature,
get their
you're done.
bread and they out. They ain't going live with you. They ain't, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
nah, for
but
sure.
the way I be getting connects from my uncle, like my people, like Chris Bacon. So he really put me on to whoever, cause I fuck with ETCO. Like, I don't care if I don't get signed by nobody, cause I know I'ma forever be straight.
Yeah.
I'ma forever be straight, and that's another reason why I don't really care to dick ride nobody in my city, cause I know I'ma forever be straight.
Yeah.
I could call my uncle today and get a feature with whoever. All I gotta do is put up the money.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't be chasing after no dreams. Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure this shit for shit show. Cause, you know, I'm not green. Like, I'm not no green ass bitch. I done been places. Like, I done been asked to fly out to fucking California and record with Sony Records. Like, shit that when people really serious about fucking with you, they not gonna ask for thousands of dollars because they
Right.
fucking with you.
Right.
You get me? They didn't ask me, Sony Records didn't ask me for $10,000 for them to come and fly me out and for me to sing for them, rap for them. You get what I'm saying? They just, you know?
Yeah, nah, and you gotta
me
watch
say
out,
less.
and you gotta watch out for them scams because it's plenty of those out there where cats is hitting you up talking about, hey, come and perform on this showcase, and saying it's gonna be all of these execs there, but in reality, it ain't
nothing
nobody
going on.
valid.
Ain't nothing going on. And I can tell you one thing about my uncle, Chris. If you go to his showcase, something gonna happen for you. Cause I'm living proof.
Yeah,
I'm literally living proof. Like, he did it for me. I went to his showcases, like I done been to all of them.
yeah,
I started off just there, you know, I don't know what's gonna come out of this.
Yeah.
But I'm here, and look where it got me.
yeah. Nah, for sure. Gotta be strategic and make the right moves and not fall for the okie doke. You know what I mean? Nah, for sure. What was it like working with NBA OG3 on the No Pick song?
A dream. Cause you know I'm a big Youngboy fan, so
Yeah.
it's like, that's not him, but that's him on some shit.
Yeah,
You know what
nah,
I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like,
That's his brother.
That's his brother, like,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's like, and he was really fucking with me. Like, he was genuine as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't have real conversations. It wasn't like, now that was different from the Fat Joe situation. I actually went to Houston and recorded with him in the studio, me, him, and my uncle. And I actually shot a video with him.
Okay.
We went to different
Yep.
locations. It was
Yeah,
cool.
visuals
Like,
dope.
I had his number, talked to him, everything. So he a real genuine person. Like, that's a connection. That's how you do business type
Yeah.
shit. You get what I'm saying? Not do the features, send me the song, and then never hear from you again.
Yeah.
Type shit. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure. And then your new single that you got right now, Who Am I?
Yeah.
What inspired that song?
Boy. Just me hopping off the porch. That's crazy. It's really me hopping off the porch. Like, I was on my own in Houston, like I mentioned, and that's really when I wrote the song. Cause it's like, I'm out here trying to find myself. Like, who am I? Like, I'm asking myself this. And like, I'm just in my closet. At home, like, just thinking about who am I. So I get to think about my family, like, you know, just me. And so I put on a beat. I was listening to a lot of Big X the Plug around that time.
Okay.
So I found a Big X the Plug beat, and I got in the closet, and I just got to work.
Word. And who are you? Who is Mir Stacks? No, I got to hit you with that one. Like, what did you find out when you were, you know, doing that self-searching?
I don't know. I want to say I'm still searching.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. It's like, I know who I am. Like, I know where I come from. Like, it's hard to say, like, who am I? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean, who am I? Like, I'm me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But I don't know.
What do you want people young women, and just people that listen to your music, what do you want them to take away from your music when they listen to it?
Really, I make music for the soul, like to relate, for people to relate. So if you can relate to it, then it's for you. Period. If you can relate to it, it's for you.
No, that's what's up. And you know, you're allowing people to grow with you with your music. So, you know, as you are discovering things about yourself and even, you know, in different music that I've heard from you, I hear you in different songs, like sort of expressing who you are in different ways, you know, and as you find yourself, you're going to be expressing that in the music as well. So the people that are following you and that are fans are going to be able to grow with you and maybe even find out things about themselves too through your experiences.
Yeah.
What would you say is one of the biggest life lessons that you learned?
Oh, that's a great question. That's a great question. Nobody gonna have your back like you. You got to stand on your 10 out here in this world. You hear me? Nobody not gonna have your back. You might look up and find somebody that's gonna have your back, but you gotta stand on your 10. When you get up every morning, ain't no loafing. You know what I'm saying? We only on this world for so long, like, and that shit fly by. It's people that ain't here that should be here. You get what I'm saying? So every day, every morning you wake up, it's a fight. Fuck what's going on. You gotta push through that shit. You know how much shit tried to stop me from being here today? Try to fuck me up from being in this interview? Endure.
Nah, for sure. That's like that Cat Williams joke where he was saying, you know, like, you gotta be your number one. You know what I mean? And when he was saying, like, you know, like people crying about, you know, other people not believing in their dreams or blaming somebody else for, like, you not having self-esteem. It's like, it's self-esteem. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it's for
yourself,
you.
like, nigga.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's something I had to learn, like, because when you start getting the likes and the repost and all of that, you get addicted.
Yeah.
You want it back.
Yeah.
But it's like, fuck that. Fuck that. It don't matter if they like you, because guess what? You could be liked and you could be, what's the word? Like, fuck.
What you mean, like people like where you are influencing people, or like where people?
People like New York, right? When she first came out, people didn't like her. But that's what made her famous.
Yep.
And now people love her.
Yep.
So she's just, I don't know what the fucking word is, but it's like, I don't care if I'm like, you see it.
Yeah.
You gonna see me. Whether you like me or you hate me, you gonna see me.
Yeah.
So fuck being liked.
Yeah.
Fuck the likes, fuck the reposts, fuck all that. Just do you. And that's what I have to tell myself, bitch, just do pop out.
Yeah.
Like, fuck all that other shit.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm on.
You can't wait for other people's validation.
Yeah, for sure. Because if I don't believe in myself, how the fuck somebody else gonna believe in me?
Come on. Come on.
This bitch don't even believe in herself.
That's so real. and when you start gaining that understanding, though, that's when you become such a stronger person and even start like coming into your higher self, because we get so caught up and we so worried about like what somebody else gonna say or somebody else gonna validate this, or am I good enough? But then you start realizing, like, wait a minute, the people that's judging, the people that's watching, some of these people don't even know they self. So why am I waiting to get validation from people that don't even know what they want to do, or don't even know who they are, or don't even have, you know, like their emotions in check?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
for sure.
Yeah. Word.
Sure.
Now, that's what's up. What else you working on that you excited about? What you got coming up?
Tomorrow, I'm so excited to go to this pool party. Like, I'm about to go to Boosie Bash. I'm about to go to Boosie pool party. Bruh, funny story, real quick. I was supposed to go last year. I was driving, I think Boosie Bash and South by Southwest was like right by each other. So I'm driving to South by Southwest. Didn't make it. I was late. So I'm like, okay, we gotta hurry, turn around and go to Boosie Bash. Driving to Boosie Bash, didn't make it. I was late. So I just missed both.
Yeah.
So this year, I went to both. I made it to South by Southwest. I was
Okay.
there for that. And then tomorrow, I'm going to Boosie Bash.
Hey,
and then I'm going to be performing my new song I just did yesterday. It's a remix of the Slaughterhouse.
Okay.
So, yeah, that bitch going to be booming. Y'all need to go check that out on my Instagram. It should be on my Instagram by the time y'all see this.
Word. That's what's up. That's what's up. You got any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to my mama, son. Shout out to my love, my heart, my lifeline, my everything. Babe, I love you. You my everything. Shout out to my brother. He with me right now. The people that came with me, my sister, my fam. That's the ones that hold me down. You hear me?
Yeah.
My family. The ones that's in my household, that's who hold me down. That's who make sure I'm good. So that's who I'm giving my shout out to, and I'm giving my shout out to Tyleek. Long live Tyleek, my brother. I lost my brother a couple of days ago. But I'm doing this shit for him.
Yeah.
Fucking right.
Nah, that's what's up. Miss Stacks, appreciate you pulling up and jumping off the porch with us.
Shit, yeah.
Looking forward to seeing your elevation.
Thank you for having me.
Nah, for sure.
That nigga said you ain't Carisha, bitch, stop breaking bad. When I pop my shit and do my dance, these hoes be looking sad. I'm by the bag, if it ain't about